What's going on, Jerome's? Minnesota Vikings had another padded practice on Friday. Now, we would have gotten this recap in sooner, but yeah, Daddy was having a good time. So, padded practice. Vikings had the day off on Thursday. They're back at it. Another padded practice on Saturday, and then no pads on Sunday before the famous night practice, which they moved to Monday this year because, I don't know. Sure, whatever. But the big story of Friday's practice, one of the big stories of camp, continues to be Greg Joseph. Just kicking ain't easy, man. But Greg Joseph is eventually going to screw up when we least can't have it. Like, we've seen this movie before. Greg Joseph will make every single kick, including 9 million from 50 plus, all year long, and then don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. But there are some winners and some losers from practice. Greg Joseph was certainly a winner. Jordan Hicks, another winner going on. Also, Kirk Cousins getting it done. But Kramer, Strib, Irv Smith Jr. with a wrap on his right hand, getting some work in off to the side of practice. Underwent thumb surgery on Tuesday. Now, if you can find any positives here, it is just a thumb, even though, yes, you need your thumbs for catching phalanges. It's very important for a tight end, as well as grip in terms of blocking, just getting in on those shoulder pads. You need that thumb. You need that opposable digit. But with Irv, you can still do conditioning, so that's not going to be an issue if and when he gets back week 1, as well as he's able to get out there, get mental reps, all that stuff. So hopefully this is just a training camp preseason injury. And then Arif, all Vikings accounted for practice. King Kene and Wangu was still working with trainers off to the side. Irv Smith making an appearance without pads or helmet, of course. Blake Prohl and Ryan Connolly still on PUP. So King Kene, the lower leg soft tissue injury. We can't say calf because that's not what hasn't been out there. But hopefully they're just taking it easy with him. He hasn't practiced at all this week. So Vikings Insider, DJ Wanham with a nasty spin move to beat Oli Udo during one-on-ones. Now DJ has been that edge rusher who sort of gotten lost in the soup, except I think that he is going to be edge rusher 3. Even though guys like Zach McLeod, Patrick Jones II, Andre Mincy have really stepped up very nicely. But Wanham, DJ Wanham played a lot of stand-up outside linebacker at South Carolina. And also, don't underestimate. So Chris Rumpf, even though he's a defensive line coach, he's going to be a big part of the front 7. He was also an outside linebacker at the South Carolina University. Those connections, they make sense. So, yeah, I think DJ could have a nice year in year 3. Will Raggett, Sports Illustrated. Lewis Cine just made a nice play to break up a Kellerman pass intended for Tristan Jackson. The rookie was all over it. Now, we need to talk about Kellerman. We'll do a full video about Kellerman because there's been a lot of lows, but then there's been a lot of highs. So inconsistency across the board. You would have liked to see him process better. Accuracy sort of comes and goes, but he is still a work in progress. Like I essentially treat him as a rookie. Because last year was sort of whatever, a redshirt season. Also, they've had issues with him handling the snap. So I don't know if it's I don't know if it's Chris Reed or whoever the second team center is that day issue, or if it is just Kellen Mond, because he never had issues fielding shotgun snaps at Texas A&M. So it could be the center, it could be the snapper, it could be a different spin, could be a different English, just getting used to that. But either way, it's on Kellen Mond to secure that, so he's got to really step that up. But Mond, Sean Mannion's played relatively well. I think as of right now, he's probably quarterback 2 ahead of Kellen Mond, but of course we still have full preseason to go. But Kellen Mond will be down, and then just unleash a furious piss missile that will just be like, oh, that's why we're in. That's why we're in. It does sort of remind me of Josh Allen at Wyoming, as well as Josh Allen in the draft process, where all the negatives, blah, 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 but the potential is still absolutely there. Now, Kellen Mond is definitely a poor man's version of Josh Allen, but the parallels are similar. Insider. Kirk Cousins escapes the pocket and throws a deep ball on the run to Zach Davidson. Perfect placement. Davidson drops it. Yeah, so it was a nice deep ball. Davidson, come on, man. Come on. You're working with the ones. Kirk Cousins hits you right in the hands on a perfect deep ball. Kirk Cousins has been playing well, by the way. Kirk Cousins has been looking pretty damn good, man. Even though, yeah, you see a lot of reports of Cousins throwing some interceptions. The thing is, Cousins is really flexing out what he can and can't do in this offense. And O'Connell and Kirk Cousins, I've talked about, they really want him to open it up more, because nothing infuriated Vikings fans more than 3rd and 9, feeling fine. Charlie check down, CJ Ham 2 yards. Again, not an aspersion on CJ Ham, but take some shots down the field, man. It is a vertical passing game. It's a vertical passing league. You think Josh Allen or Mahomes or Burrow, we're going to check it down? No. F you, pay me. Herbert as well. Will Raggets. Kirk Cousins hits KJ with a deep dime for a touchdown pass against Shondon. Now, what's great about KJ is that, so he's working in the slot there against Shondon. He works on the outside, and frankly, the Vikings don't have a wide receiver 3, because KJ and Thielen are both wide receiver 2s behind, well, Thielen's a wide receiver 1.5 behind Jefferson, who's the alpha dog wide receiver 1. So the Vikings, I'll take the Vikings 3 deep against any team in the league. Maybe cause for pause against Cincy because, you know, with Jamar and Higgins. Also, Tyler Boyd is a bad dude, man. Kramer, KJ, Dan Chaseno with big grabs for the offense and team drills. First team offense paired up against backup defenders and carving them up. Udo in for Darrisaw, who appeared limited today, had arm evaluated on Wednesday. And we did a video on that earlier on Friday. Now, it sort of flew under the radar. Actually, I think Kramer was the only beat writer who reported it on Wednesday, that Udo, or Darrisaw missed some time. He was holding his arm. So now, is it something serious? Are they just being overly precautious? Hopefully it's the latter, and it's something worth monitoring. See how Darrisaw works on Saturday as well as Sunday. Next up. Raggets. Kirk Cousins having a nice day. Just hit Adam Thielen in stride for a big gain against Chris Boyd. So Chris Boyd is back. The fold like seeing that. But also, Thielen's looking really good. Like, yeah, getting up there in age, I feel like agility-wise, he looks as good as he's ever been. So he's been working hard, keeping in shape, trying to stave off Father Time. I think Thielen's looking really good. Kramer. 2 takeaways for Jordan Hicks today after intercepting Kirk Cousins in the end zone. Also, jarred ball loose from Madison earlier in practice. And like we said, people see Cousins as throwing interceptions as a negative. No, like, you want your quarterback to be stretching things out, trying to explore the space, trying to test things out. It's like, hey, can we do this? Can we do that? Are we capable of it here? Just trying to fit things into tight windows. Like, that's what I want Kirk to do. What would you rather have? In the red zone, he just checks it down yourself for a field goal, or no risk it, no biscuit. That's right. Also, Jordan Hicks has really been stepping up since he came back from injury. So I think that he is a great value pickup for the Vikings. Raggets. Cousins picked, the interception by Jordan Hicks in the red zone. Cousins yells, "Oh no!" as soon as the ball left his hand. Cousins mic'd up is freaking hilarious. Like, I watched the golf video of him and Thielen against Patrick Peterson and Harrison Smith. Kirk Cousins is low-key hilarious. Like I said, Cousins is either the most self-aware or least self-aware person on planet Earth, because he really leans into the aw shucks, like the oh heck, oh frick persona. It's so freaking funny, man. Insider. Once again, rookie linebacker Brian Asamoah meets the running back behind the line of scrimmage after another beautiful read. Asamoah, he hasn't gotten as much hype as, say, Booth or, say, Evans, and definitely not Lewis Cine or Ed Ingram, but I think Asamoah is really carving out himself a role as inside linebacker 4, because I think it's Kendricks, it's Hicks as the 2 starters. I think Troy Dye is pretty firmly a linebacker 3, and they got Asamoah. It's interesting that he is in the pecking order ahead of guys like Blake Lynch, ahead of guys like Chaz Surratt, etc. And then Kramer, Manning taking lead over Mon with second-team offense today, so they've been rotating every other day. He gets the first situational drill backups too, and looking more consistent. Yeah, so Sean Mannion, baseline right here. Kellen Mond just sort of all over the place. Hopefully, Mond can get things a little bit more consistent towards the end of training camp and into preseason. And also, Greg the Leg. Third leg, Greg completes both end of game situational drills, down 2 with make kicks. 1 from 52, the other from 58. Cousins and Mannion led the drives, 55 seconds left, 1 timeout. So I love that they're focusing on situational football. Really gets the players' minds going, keeps things fresh. Plus, I mean, Greg Joseph has just been that dude. Just that dude, man. He's... I think Daniel said he'd been clipping off a 92-93% in drill so far. He's been hitting these game winners at end of practice, end of game situations, so he looks fantastic. And like we said, it's pet adoption day tomorrow. Wait, so do you bring your adopted pet, or do you adopt a pet from TCO? Tomorrow I know. But walkthrough and normal pattern practice tomorrow. So get that's gonna be busy. The back together Saturday was super busy. This one's gonna be big time as well. Plus, I think it's gonna be a little bit cooler. So that'll be kind of nice. Maybe I'm lying there. Actually, doesn't really matter. Weather podcast coming soon. But that's it. That's recapping Friday practice. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skol, production value.